Hi, I'm Miles, and I'm a cat. But I'm not just any cat. I'm an alien cat, and I'm from up there. But I have a story that I want to tell you, in hopes to find others that are like me. But you have to come with me on this adventure first. It's where I feel the safest. These are my feet. Okay, I'm not from here. Some of you have probably heard some of my story or some of me's story along the way, but I haven't gotten to share it all because it wasn't time yet. Some of the people were still alive, and some of them are dying, so I have not been able to share it because it wasn't safe. Come here. But another one of them died a couple weeks ago, so I'm getting closer to being able to share more. He passed away. The water's coming back. We made it. So now it's time for the story. And Cosmos here. I've never shared this part of my story. It only started a little bit ago. Opening up more. I'm a research baby. And I know that there's more people out here in the world like me. I was adopted when I was really, really young. Really young. I've talked to my biological mom before, but my adopted family is not what people make it out to be. People make it out to be that they're perfect, and they're not. My adopted parents look like they're like under some sort of like spell thing. Sometimes I see them come in and out of consciousness and awareness to knowing like the truth of things that are here. My adopted dad, I don't want to say too much about what his job is, but let's just say he could keep you very, very safe, very safe, and get you out of trouble. So he has a brother, but his brother passed away. And his brother passed away. Now, I was born in 1995, okay? And there were a lot of commercials on TV, and you'll be able to piece it together, where there was a research hospital, a very, very, very famous children's research hospital. Now, listen really closely if you can catch on. There used to be commercials on TV where it would show kids from Africa, kids that were really, really ill and sick, that had like huge bellies, and they were just really sick. They had flies crawling on their faces, and they would say, oh, if you send a penny or 10 cents, it could save a child's life. But it was the same woman that would go from that commercial to the oh, I can't say the name of it because I don't want to get in trouble. That children's hospital. So she'd talk about the children's hospital, and she'd talk about how these children were researched, they're being researched, and they're being helped and stuff. They were not being helped. Now, I never went there. To my knowledge, I don't remember, because I really don't think that I was there. But I did have a doctor growing up that did a lot of research on me. And I just recently told my adopted mom about it, and she was all sad. She's like, oh, I didn't know. I was at the doctor a lot. I mean, a lot. He really hurt my body. Now, I experienced a lot of hurt in my adopted home, but actually one of the people that really hurt me is actually in jail right now, so I'm still careful with how I talk about things, but I'm a little bit safer now. He did a lot of research, and that's why I say I'm an alien boy. I'm not from here. I'm from up there. Enough to where I don't think like other people, because there's a lot of me. There's a lot of different parts of me. But I can do different things that people can't. Telekinesis, I can read things, I can read your mind and your soul and your spirit in ways that you can't even do yourself. I can do remote viewing, which means I can see, hear, or things in your house where you are, or locate people. I've located somebody that was missing like maybe 6 years ago. I helped a family that we knew from a friend that was missing, and can unlock many different things inside you, but I can't talk about that because that part's not me. There's other parts of me, but those are some of the things that I can do. And I can make magic happen. Uh, some people would just think that I'm crazy, but I know that I'm not, because I know that there's people out there like me. There are. I just have to find you. I was looking this morning because I was talking to one of my partners about the website that he was on, and on the website it was saying that he could get that uncle could get whatever he wanted, while working at this hospital. He'd get any bit of information. It's written there. And he was really good friends with the founder of this hospital. And I've known other people that have gone to that hospital that absolutely hate it. Now, maybe it's helped some people. That's great. But it doesn't mean that the research of really specific things on kids hasn't happened. Not everything is what it makes it out to be, and not everybody is what they make it out to be. I'm telling you. I don't talk to my adopted family anymore. I've disconnected from them completely. I have. Because they're in and out of consciousness all the time. Sometimes they can see and love, and then in a flip of the switch, it looks like their eyes like glazed over, and they're not themselves at all. at all. I experienced things growing up that are so unexplainable. Nobody would believe me. Even my own adopted family didn't believe me. They've always said that I was lying or that I wasn't honest, and that's not true. I know what I experienced. There's lots of me, and all of me knows what we experienced. But I'm just looking, look at Cosmo. I'm just looking for others like me that have different sorts of powers and abilities. And I'm letting you know right now, I am not in harm to myself. I've never been in harm to well, okay, I've struggled in life, but I'm not in harm to myself, and I absolutely love my life with my whole entire being. Remember that. But times are changing and truth is coming out, and all we can do is spread the truth. And I'm making this in hopes to find other people like me that were research babies. And a lot of people, I experienced a lot of crazy stuff in and out of even the church that I was in. They were taking kids from out of the country into the church and then like adopting some of them, or I don't really know, but the African people that were brought to the church, I don't really know what was happening. There was a connection to the church with the kids out of there, which if you're connecting the dots, I hope that's making sense to you about bringing these people in to the United States. That's why I say I was research, because I was formed by the doctor. The doctor when I was younger. And I was researched on, and he did different things to me that made me who I am today. And I can talk to things there all the time. All the time. So if you start to piece it together, why were they taking the kids from out of the country and parts of them, or maybe their body, blood parts, and then bringing it over here to do research and then making you pay money so that they could do more stuff? I'm telling you, I can only say so much, I feel like, on this video, but this stuff is real. I witness things in this church all the time. I saw this stuff was not normal. This was not normal stuff at all. So I really hope for those of you that are out here that were research babies or that experienced things that also made your brain fragmented through church or through doctors or professionals, where are you? I use my powers for good and healing. I curate a lot of magic every day to help the world, though. That's how I use my power. Through song and music and frequencies, healing frequencies, because I understand frequencies at a different and rapid rate than other people. I also can see and feel color in a different way. I can smell it, I can taste it as well. When I listen to music, I can see things and hear things and taste things. And of course, people be like, oh, yeah, that has a name, but it goes deeper when you work on it. I can see your whole energy and your whole light body around you and heal you. But that's all that I can say. I can't say any more than that. I'm going to get in trouble. I experienced a lot. All of us in here experienced a lot growing up. And we'll get to share more of our story as years go on, because times are telling and the clock is always ticking. People get older and truth comes out. It does. I have to go. Bye. Say bye to Cosmo. Wait, there's one more thing that I want to tell you. I was telling my adopted dad maybe a couple weeks ago about something, and I told him he wasn't going to be able to see, know, and realize any of this until he's on his deathbed. And that's because his consciousness will be broken out of the shell that it's in, and he's going to see and realize and remember everything. And it's true. All right, now I'm leaving. Different states of consciousness and awareness. Sometimes they get broken out of them. We've had an NDE. I've had a near-death experience before as well.